All right, so we started with Tapu Lele, which is not our ideal first turn starter, but we are going to be able to get. Okay, so we're starting Zigzagoon. I'm going to bench the Dragapult, attach an energy, and then. I think next turn we computer search the Juniper and one other card. So for now, I'm going to treasure away the Trashalanch, go get ourselves a Trubbish, and we'll see what else is in the deck. We are prizing one Dragapult V Max. We prized our Dedenne. We prized a Quick Ball. That's 3. We prized an N. That's 4. Prized a Floatstone. That's 5. And an Energy. That's our last prize. So we'll bench Trubbish and pass. And then next turn I can evolve to Garbodor, or I can pitch it with the computer search. So let's see what deck they are playing. So they started Zigzagoon. That's a good starter for me because it means you don't get to use the ability to place a damage counter on my field. Okay, so with the Lightning Energy attachment, that means they are probably playing Garchomp and Giratina tag team, Roxy Chomp or Tina Chomp, however you want to call it. Okay, so they have the computer search, there we go. But that Lightning Energy, what you usually do is pair it with the Tapu Koko Prism Star, and that way you can power up a Tina Chomp in one turn. We see the Double Dragon Energy as well, so definitely Tina Chomp. But in terms of my turn, I am probably just looking to lock them with Garbodor as soon as possible, so definitely glad I kept this one. Rainbow Tina Chomp, so does 40 damage with the first attack, 240 with the second attack if they have any damage counters on my Pokemon. And then GG End, they can discard a Pokemon and everything attached. So they already attached for the turn, Scoop Up Net to get rid of the Zigzagoon, or rather to bring it back to their hand. One thing I am concerned for them about is that they have 2 Double Dragon in the discard already. Probably from the Dedenne, yeah. So let's see what they get. Roxy. Okay. They are going to be doing some damage, most likely, to my side of the board. No? Oh, yes. Okay. So Roxy helps you, or it allows you to discard up to 2 Pokemon that aren't GX or EX Pokemon and draw 3 for each one you discarded. But with Roxy, you have this coughing and then also the evolution wheezing. And if you discard it with Roxy, you can put a damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon. All right, are they? All right, they're using Dance of the Ancients. That's too bad. But they are going to get their energy on the field before I can lock them with Garbodor. That being said, they only get to use it once, and they didn't get to put either one on Garchomp and Giratina. So let's see what we draw. Yeah, that is fine with me. I'm going to evolve here, and then we'll computer search for a Crobat to draw 6 cards. And that way, after we Crobat, we can still use a supporter later on. Okay, so we evolve into the VMAX here. I'm going to Quick Ball away the Lele, since we don't need that one. So I'm going to get a Trubbish, and then I probably get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've used 6 items. I think I get the other Dragapult. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll get the other Dragapult, and then hopefully we get the VMAX off the prizes. Or even if we don't, if they go after Trubbish, that's just 1 prize, so I'm okay with that. Alright, so we did not get what we wanted here. Okay, well, I am going to I will attach an energy here, but I do definitely want to lock them out of abilities. I don't want them using executes, zigzagoons, even more coughings. So let's see, 130, 260. Okay, so I think having the muscle band on Dragapult VMAX does actually make a difference, because it allows us to two-shot instead of one-shot. So I'm gonna hold it. I don't want to hold it, but because I only play 2 copies, I think it might actually be worth it. And I do have the Enhanced Hammer in hand anyway, so whatever damage they can do this turn with the VMAX, I can just, or sorry, not the VMAX, with Garchomp and Giratina, I can just Enhanced Hammer. If they decide to go for the Noivern and lock me out of items, that is totally okay with me. I can just Chorus, attach Active, and then hit them with Max Phantom for 130, and I'll be two-shotting them with Max Phantom. Alright, so they're drawing with Roxy. They already used a Field Blower. That is good to know, because if they have too many Field Blowers, then my Garbodor becomes a lot less effective. But let's see what they're discarding. Because I want to see how many items they have in there. The Trashalanche Garbodor is potentially going to do quite a bit of damage, and we haven't even really gotten that far into the game. So we have 1, 2, 3. Well, I'll just wait for the end of their turn. How about that? But looking at our resources, so we have that Garbodor we'll want to get back, but that's about it. So after this VMAX goes down, we might want to get a second one of those. For now, though, let's see what they discarded. So with the first compressor, they discarded Roxy, Double Quick Ball. Second one was N, Trainer's Mail, Great Catcher. So they're up to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That seems like a poor decision, because 280 is exactly a knockout. Not sure what the thought process was there. Maybe they just didn't think about the fact that I could use Trashalanche. Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. You know, I think I'm gonna go for it. Okay. I'm gonna get the Trashalanche. I'm gonna evolve, attach, put that here, and then I'm gonna Chorus for 10. And if I get a Float Stone, okay, I got the Adventure Bag, perfect. Then I'm taking a knockout with Trashalanche this turn, and that puts me in a pretty good spot, I think. Let's see what this does. So it'll do 180 for 3 energy, or it'll take 2 prizes. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about either of those things. So let's retreat. Let's get rid of some of the stuff we don't need. We don't really need that. And then we'll Trashalanche for 300 damage, and taking our first 3 prizes. So they are not in a good spot, because if they don't knock me out this turn, then I can just take out their Neganadel and Guslord and call it a day. But let's see what happens. So they're promoting the Noibat 1 retreat, but if they evolve it into Noivern GX, then I could also potentially be in a bad spot. Alright, so the Juniper getting rid of not too much. But they are evolving, so they can use Sonic Volume for a knockout. Okay, so that's what they'll do. That's fine, because I can just bench the second Trubbish, attach an energy to Dragapult, and then hit them for how much? 150. then if I do get a Guzma next turn, I can bring out Dedenne and win the game by taking 2 knockouts at once because of the spread damage with Max Phantom. They're down to 4 cards in deck. That's pretty wild. I don't think they've played this very well. But, you know, you can't win them all, I guess. So Noivern, we assume that they are going with the Sonic Volume. Yeah. And so what that does is I can't play special energy from my hand. That's okay. I don't play special energy anyway. Alright, so we are going to bench this. We will attach to Dragapult, I think, just to be safe. And then I don't really need most of these cards, so we're going to start with the Enhanced Hammer. I'll attach this here, and I'll attach this here. We are going to get rid of their... Yeah, we'll get rid of their Stadium, and I'm going to go see if there's anything else I can grab. There's not. Alright, I'm just going to Juniper. I don't want to let them get rid of the Dedenne. So, the reason that I discarded my hand is I was looking for a Guzma. Alright, so we'll put 3 here, and then I guess the rest there. Why not? So this coming turn, I'm looking to evolve into Trashalanche and attach, or I can just Guzma the Dedenne GX, take a knockout here, and then put 5 damage counters on the Noivern to take a final knockout. Alright, so they're bringing up Crobats. I think they're probably just stalling, right? Unless they're going to attach from hand and use Tingly Return GX, that would actually be pretty funny. But if that's the case, then no, it's not. So I just have to win with Guzma. Alright, well, we'll evolve into Trashalanche just because we can show off the deck, but I think this was a good win. We set up pretty well. The deck did what it was supposed to do, and we also punished their misplays not using, or rather using too many items by taking the early knockout with Trashalanche. So, I mean, their turn's about to end. Yeah, it's a sword. That's fine. We are going to attach here, evolve because we can, and then Guzma and Max Phantom. And we'll put those 5 damage counters here. And take our final 3 prizes. So, well played, Jobberman. This is actually one of the few decks in Expanded where I am totally fine going first as long as I can get a Dragapult down with an energy attached. So we have it this turn. We'll go ahead and Mysterious Treasure away either the Lele, Pikarom. Okay, so Pikarom is not going to want, or they are going to want a big bench. So I'm going to start with the Parallel City. I don't think they're really going to be playing Special Energy, so we'll go ahead and grab a second Trubbish. We have 2 Trashalanche, 2 Garbodor. I don't have a Floatstone in hand, otherwise I could get Wobbuffet. Alright, and we have our Rescue Stretcher. We're missing a VS Seeker. We have 2 Guzma. We're missing an N. We're missing a Floatstone. Okay, cool. So this is not bad. I'm going to be able to bench the other Trubbish and get a Dragapult in play, and then we can attach the energy and pass. If they don't have a replacement stadium, then they're actually in a pretty bad spot. But even if they do, you know, I am set up. I don't need too much. Next turn, Floatstone, VMAX, and Energy, but given I have the Juniper, given I can get Dedenne or Crobat to draw more cards, I think we should be good. Oh, interesting. Stealthy Hood on the Tapu Koko because they know that I'm going to evolve into Garbodor. That's pretty good, actually. Alright, so they are going for the Dedenne. Discarding an N. Yeah, they didn't want to N away my one card. That being said, if you had to go for the N, I don't think it's that bad since I played a Quick Ball, I played a Treasure, and got rid of a Lele. They know this is a supporter. Alright, Energy to Pikarom, and using the best art. I must add, the promo art is just so pretty. They don't have any energy in the discard, and they're locked with Parallel City. So this is looking pretty good for me. Dowsing Machine, are they getting a Quick Ball? Oh, but they got rid of some energy in their hand. They're probably going to Tapu Koko that there. What they get rid of? Energy Switch, and they grab the N. Okay, they're still playing the N. That's okay with me. I was going to discard draw 7, but if I just get to draw 6, and then, yeah, I still have Crobat, so that is okay with me. So what is going to happen, I'm going to Quick Ball away an Energy to go grab myself another Trubbish. We'll Adventure Bag and get a Floatstone for the Trubbish, a Muscle Band for the Dragapult. Then we'll attach Energy to Dragapult and Crobat. Or are they going to get the turn 1 full blitz? That would be pretty impressive if they were able to do it. They already used an Energy Switch, and they haven't burned through that many cards. The fact that they haven't done it yet, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, we drew the Muscle Band, so in that case, I think let's Adventure Bag for just one Floatstone. I don't want to grab both Floatstone because if they Field Blower both of them away, that would be a little sad. So we'll do that. That's discard an energy, go grab ourselves another Trubbish. Attach energy to Dragapult and Crobat for 5. So, okay, I'm gonna have to Juniper, or I guess not Juniper, I don't have to Juniper. I haven't used a supporter this turn. I have to Computer Search. I could get a Chorus for 7 if I want to keep some of those resources. That actually might be best. We'll get rid of those. I could get the VMAX, but I really want to evolve into Garbodor here and lock their abilities. That would make a big difference. So I am going to Chorus because I don't want to lose this Floatstone or the VS Seeker, just because I'm actually sort of limited on both resources. Okay, and we got what we needed, so let's Quick Ball away one of those, grab ourselves a Wobbuffet, just to have it, I think. And, well, actually no, we'll get rid of the Wobbuffet and go grab ourselves the Dragapult VMAX. So we are taking the knockout this turn, which is good. We're ability locking, and we've still bench locked them. So overall, doing pretty well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 140. I mean, I'm just going to put them all here for now. Okay, and the Field Blower as well. That's not bad. So they could go for a Tingly Return GX, but more likely they are just going to full blitz to the Voltund. Okay, so electro power, they're at 180. And they're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. So that's 180, 230. Plus if I get rid of that. Okay, cool. So I'm going to get rid of their floatstone. Oh, that doesn't feel like a good play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. 180, 200. Okay. So we'll get rid of that. And then we're just going to Juniper. And we need a Trash Lanch, Garbodor, and an Energy. And we got it. This is what happens when you don't manage your items, is you get knocked out. And honestly, that should be the game. Because I can knock out Boltund in one hit for the last 2 prizes, or Crobat, or Dedenne. Yeah, the only thing they can do is Tingly Return, but they just attach to Boltund, so... And I have Floatstones if they try and bring something up to stall. Alright, so they will bench the Raichu. Do they have a Field Blower? Nope. Okay. And I think that should be... yeah, that's it. Victory screen. So we beat a Pikarom. We went first. Ability locked them, and then they overdid their items, which is a pretty common mistake. Something you'll definitely see on the ladder, or against players who just don't have a ton of experience, or I mean, maybe they really just do need to burn through resources in order to, like, set up their board. But in this case, I think they just went a bit overboard. Alright, so we lost the coin flip, and we're going first. I think that's okay, unless we get a hand like this that is really bad. But at least we have a couple energies, so we can always use Energy Drive if needed. And it looks like we're going up against an Eggrow deck, so this is definitely not one that we want to start slowly against, because then they'll lock us out of our item cards. So we will attach, pass. If they attach to Grookey, I'm threatening the knockout with Energy Drive, does 20 times the number of energy attached to both actives. But yeah, they have their Eggrow on the bench. They're gonna get... oh, interesting, a Rillaboom down. Okay, so it's not an Eggrow Vileplume, it's an Eggrow Rillaboom. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. They gave us a Marnie, getting rid of this hand, putting it on the bottom of the deck, and then we draw 4 cards. That was a bad hand, so I'll take 4 new cards, yeah. And we got the Quick Ball, so that's what we needed. And then they use Super Growth to evolve a basic into the stage 2. So now they'll be getting 2 energy every turn from Rillaboom. Let's start by benching the Trubbish. We probably want another Trubbish and Dragapult. No, that's not going to work. We need a Dragapult and then a Crobat to draw 6. So in this case, I need to grab the Crobat first. Okay, so we have our VMAXs. That's what's most important. We have a couple Guzma. Alright, cool, cool, cool. So with the treasure, we'll go ahead and get the Dragapult. And we'll bench Dragapult and Crobat for 6. Alright, this is not bad. I think we bench that, I really want to lock abilities is the thing. So I think I am actually going to hold this hand. They're going to do 150 to me. Could be 170 if they play a muscle band. So just to be safe, I'm going to attach this energy here. But I suppose we do have Rescue Stretcher. Okay. We have Rescue Stretcher. I'm just going to computer search those away, see what I can get. In this case, I think we maybe just take a floatstone, attach it to Trubbish, because there's not much more that we want to do besides get more cards. Okay, so we are going to attach this here, and Juniper. Alright, and that is not a bad hand for next turn. I'll go ahead and bench the other Dragapult, and we'll pass. I'm not retreating here because I don't want my Dragapult to get smacked for 150 just for it to do 30 damage that's going to get healed off. So if they take the knockout on Tapu Lele, then they take the knockout. There's nothing I can do about it. But if they don't, then I can always retreat and go into the Dragapult. Alright, and let's see Rillaboom VMAX. So Rillaboom VMAX does 130, and you can discard up to 3 grass energy. If you do, it does 50 more for each card you discarded. Okay, sure. So I am going to attach here. I don't think they're going to use many item cards this game, so I'm going to get back this Garbodor and lock their abilities, and I don't think I'm going to evolve into the Trashalanche, because that way if they Guzma this up to knock out my Garbotoxin, I can just get Garbotoxin reestablished right away. Alright, so we got the VMAX, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and venture bag, get my last 2 tools. I have an N anyway, so I don't necessarily have to discard them. But we are going to retreat into the VMAX. 130, 150, 300, and they're subtracting 30, so yes, I do want that. So I'm going to put 2 here, and then I'll put the rest here. 2 here because I can hit them for 150 currently with Max Phantom and a Muscle Band. And then, you know, Rillaboom VMAX is a threat, so got to put the rest there. If they don't have a Field Blower this turn to get rid of my tool and allow themselves to use abilities again, I think they are actually in a pretty bad spot. But if they are able to get off like a Tropical Hour GX, I would be in a pretty bad place. Just attaching 1 energy to this Dragapult and hitting them for 80 damage would not be ideal. So I think, yeah, I'm really just hoping they don't have the Field Blower. Okay, yeah, they're retreating. Okay, awesome. I will take it. So we'll attach this energy to the Dragapult V, and I don't think I'm ever going to want this Wobbuffet, so we might as well get rid of it. We have 2 Guzma in the deck. I mean, sure. I think we'll end just to get them from 7 to 6 cards. They clearly didn't have what they needed anyway, but at this point, they aren't going to have it. Because what they needed was last turn. Alright, so I'm going to put 3 more on here, I think. Or 2 more. That would get it to 170. Yeah, so 2 more there, 3 more here. Is that right? 40. Well, no, we'll put the third on that just because it's a bigger threat. I think we only needed to place 4 damage counters to really be effective. So now this is within range of a Max Phantom without a muscle band, and even if they heal 30 with Calming Hurricane, they're down to 150, which is also in range of Max Phantom without a muscle band. And I will be taking a knockout here next turn, unless they do something about this Dragapult or about my tool. So, kind of funny, we're locking down the Eggrow deck. But that's the power of Garbodor Garbotoxin. It really is just so strong in so many of these matchups. Alright, so they're hitting us with the Professor's Research. Discarding down. Alright, so it's my turn. They used Life Forest to heal 60 damage. Oh, 60 damage. So now I'm 210 short. That's too bad. Well, I'm going to attach this other energy here. I don't know if the stadium's in the deck, I forget. But we can find out. The stadium's not in the deck, it's in my prizes, so in that case, I should just keep using Max Phantom. We are going to Juniper first, though. We have enough cards, and this way it gets us into a Guzma, hopefully. So I'll Max Phantom, and I'm just going to put more on this at this point. Deal with the threats. And now this guy is within 40 damage of being knocked out. So, I mean, if they don't do anything, I take 3 prizes here next turn. If they Life Forest their Eggrow, then I don't knock that out, but I can Guzma and knock it out, and then take the last 60 off of this. So as long as they don't get rid of my Guzma, or don't heal with Calming Hurricane and the Life Forest, then I think I take 6 prizes on my next turn. Oh no, actually, even if they do that, yeah, so let's see what is possible, but I think the Guzma actually just wins me the game. Yeah, nothing really substantial in our discard. In retrospect, probably should have gotten rid of the Pokemon Ranger with the Mysterious Treasure, just to thin the deck down, or maybe get rid of the Dedenne GX, but either way, I think this game is about wrapped up. They don't have much going on, and I am about to take at least 3 prizes. So what did they get rid of? An Eldegoss, some Netball, another... That's interesting. I'm surprised they didn't bench that other Rowlet, Alolan Executor. Aha. Well, the Mallow Lana is not going to work for this turn, so that is okay. But that is a good way to heal. I think after this game, they're probably going to increase the number of Field Blower they play in their deck. Alright, and Max Phantom. Oh wait, am I still... Oh, I'm still 10 short. Oops. I miscounted, that's fine. It's not like they can really do much at this point. Yeah, and there's the victory screen. Calling the flip, we won. Let's go second. I'm still split on whether I think going first or second is better with this deck. If you go second, you are very likely going to set up on your second turn. If you go first and you're able to set up, then they get one turn before you hit them with Max Phantom, or one turn before you Garbotoxin, and that is just so rough. Okay, so we're playing against a straight Zacian deck. I don't think this will be Zacian ADP. With the Galarian Meowth and Galarian Berserker. Berserker adds 20 damage to the attacks of metal Pokemon. Ooh, and they have the rainbow, or the secret rare one as well. That's nice. Okay, so they're getting 2 energy. They are gonna take a knockout on something this turn. So let's quick ball that away. We're gonna go ahead, grab ourselves a Dragapult. I think really the thing we have to hope is that in their hand they don't have a Guzma, just in their opening hand. If they do, I will be pretty sad, actually. Okay. So we're taking the Dragapult. We'll attach this, attach this. Presumably they are getting a knockout, so I'm going to put a Floatstone on the bench, and then we'll Juniper. I don't think we do anything here. Yeah, I think we hold this hand. So I have the VMAX, I have Garbotoxin, I have a Crobat, and a way to get a Guzma with Tapu Lele if I need to. So the thing I really don't want is a Guzma and knockout on my Dragapult. That would make me really sad. Oh no, no, do they have it? Oh no, they don't, they don't. They might get a Crobat though, yeah. So if they have Energy Guzma, I will be really sad, but if they don't, then I evolve, attach, and okay, they're just using the Intrepid Sword, great. So I think I am going for the Guzma play in that case. Guess we get rid of the Muscle Band, right? We're not using that. And we have Guzma in deck. Yes, we do. Okay, perfect. Okay. So search our deck for Guzma. And then do I want a Crobat? So what do I really need in play? They've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I could go in with Trashalanches, so I think just to have it, we can do that. So let's evolve here, and let's evolve into Trashalanche. And then we're gonna go ahead and Max Phantom. It's 120. I think we just put them all on Zacian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 160, 210. So if they use an item, that's enough. Oh, they have the blower. Sad. But they're not taking a knockout. My Dragapult has too many hit points for that. Okay. So the thing that is going to be nice, I'm going to set up a couple different KOs. And what I'm going to make them do is go through this VMAX, the Trashalanche, and then at least one more from there. But I'm not going to evolve into a second VMAX until they're down below 3 prizes. So we'll attach this here, right? Yeah. They don't have any energy in play. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Go grab ourselves another Trubbish. We can get that one, sure. This Acid Spray won't actually do anything as an attack. Then I think we just max Phantom. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 240. Okay, so in that case, let's put it here. I'm knocking out Zacians with Trash Lynch no matter what. So we're taking our first two prizes here. They're promoting the Crobat, and they have the Metal Saucer, but if they take out this active Dragapult, I just bring up Trashalanche. Okay, interesting. So I can't attack on my turn? Well, I suppose that's fine, right? I'll attach an energy here, and pass. Okay, so they're using Metal Saucer. They're powering this guy up. Okay, and now... Oh, do we have a Guzma? Okay, so I can Guzma, take a knockout on this with Trashalanche. Or, actually even better, take a knockout on the Crobat. Yeah, they conceded. They knew it was over. These were some of my favorite games from the day, but unfortunately I wasn't able to stream every game I played with this deck. I actually went on a 17-game win streak on the ladder, and then my first loss was to Colossal VMAX. That was a pretty close game, but they hit their copies of Field Blower to get rid of my Garbotoxin every single turn that they needed it. And then my second loss was in game 25. I went 23-2, and that loss was to Honchkrow GX. They used Unfair GX and cheesed me out of my hand. I just never drew anything, but I was able to beat a Honchkrow earlier in my run, so 23-2 over 25 games, pretty solid. I just think the deck is really good all around, and I encourage you to try it out. I know there are a couple different versions going around right now. One is this version that is heavy on Garbodor, the other is a heavy Dragapult version. I definitely prefer Garbodor with like the 2-2 Trashalanche and Garbotoxin, because I think Trashalanche is such a strong attacker right now in Expanded that I think it's definitely one of the selling points of the deck. So if you have any thoughts though, if you've been testing it yourself, go ahead, drop a comment, and let me know what you think. But thank you everyone for joining, and I'll catch you next time.